And howdy doody. We're here. We're back.
Welcome to Tuesday stream.
It's
for
It's
Lone Star
time.
UAV. Happy
Live
Tuesday.
Live from the workbench. And now you can see my workbench behind me. Kind of, sort of.
Cool. Hey, nice job.
This is going away still. I'm going to get a different cabinet on that side. But for the time being, that's just what I have. So
that's just your toolbox sitting on a cabinet, right?
Well, on a shelf, yeah.
On a shelf.
On the shelf was a bunch of other tools on it. I'm going to get one of those roll around toolboxes with the wood top.
Okay, that makes sense. And then you can move your stuff around.
Drawers on it. So
I like that. I like the. It's efficient too. So you have all of your drawers and everything you can kind of store away.
Yep.
I need to be more efficient like that. My space is small that I have my studio in, and I'm starting to clutter it up, and then I gotta just junk. If you look at the junk, it's just everywhere. You don't want to, and I don't want to throw anything away.
I'm starting to get a handle on this place, get everything in place where it needs to be. So
you get it organized. You get it organized, then you move it all around again.
Yeah. Well, I now have my desk where I want it to be. Now I'm just waiting on the networking tools that I need from Amazon that were supposed to have been delivered already, but now been postponed till tomorrow.
So you can run your wire?
Yeah, I need to run the wire. This wall that I'm up against is up against the bedroom wall that has the cabinet in it with all the networking hookups.
Right.
So I'm just going to sneak a wire through the wall here. So let's see, who all do we have in the house here already? Eating More Possum, Brent, hello. Sunrise Water Media. Sunrise, I need to talk to Kelly about priorities. He cannot be shooting stuff when my live stream is on. That's just unacceptable. We got Akiraso, aka Warren, or Warren, aka Akiraso, however we want to call that. He calls out the Mini 4 Army. Well, that's going to be slim pickings. We have Yellow Rose Drone, Lee. Lee actually did some research for the meetup with the FAA. And the FAA says not to worry about remote ID as an organizer because remote ID compliance is up to the operator. So that was good information to have. Thank you, Lee, for finding that out. And I'm just putting out the words everybody else knows. And we have Jim Stroning. And we got Michael Laframboise from Canada in there.
Welcome.
And then whoever that random tech guy is. He's here too. I think he's having split personality. Because he's not buying it.
Nope.
Shall we address the Mini 4 disaster first? I mean, release.
Is it what?
Shall we address the Mini 4 disaster or Mini 4 release first?
I don't know anything about it because I didn't freaking watch anything. I don't know crap about that release. I watched one thing. I watched Ken Dono catch because I had no choice because it was on my shorts feed. I watched that about 40 times and that was it. That's all I've seen. I haven't seen a single reviewer. Nothing. I'm in the dark. I don't know crap about it.
Well, I know one thing about it. And I don't know if it's the same for the units here, but the ones in Europe that have the C rating on them now that they're required to have in Europe, they are limited to 400 feet.
Which sucks
Meaning,
ass.
if you're going to fly up a hill, and if it's over 400 feet, you will fly right into the side of it because you will not get over it.
Well, technically, you can fly over it.
You'd
can.
have to. Whoa. Right. Regulation says you can't. DJI software puts a hard limit at 400 feet. You cannot go 400 feet above your starting point. The
but
software
you can
won't let you.
You can if your starting point's the top of the hill.
Well,
so you're now climbing to the top of the hill.
The reason you bought a drone is so you don't have to climb to the top of the freaking hill.
You climb to the top of the antenna.
Okay.
So you can make it.
So you buy the Mini 4 Pro and go out to your Red Rock, and I want to see you bury that thing in the side of the freaking mountain, because that's what's going to happen.
We'll see about that. That's what Jim's droning just said.
So yeah, no, I don't know if it's just on a European side or if it's
don't know
for everything, but that is the one thing I heard about the Mini 4 Pro. The 3 Pro still lets you set anything, but the 3 Pro doesn't have the C label on it. So
I did watch the promo. I did see that.
Well, we're going to experience all sorts of weird shit now. What's DJI and sorts.
I'm going to share something with everybody.
No, you're going to share something. Watch out.
I'm going to do my Mini 4 review right now.
Take the kits out of the room. Okay, go ahead.
There we go. Here's my review right here. There's the spec sheet right there. Anybody here can read it if you'd like. There's my review.
I better make it really big then so everybody can read it.
That's all that anybody knows about this damn drone right now. Garbage.
Same batteries as the Mini 3. Upgrade to OcuSync 4. Surprise, surprise. Got a little bit more in the camera. Well, the sensor is the same. They just up the software to where you can have the 4K 60 frames per second HDR. But yeah, it's and a little bit more on obstacle avoidance.
Did they raise the price? Anybody else want any questions?
Same price as the Mini 3. Matter of fact, the Mini 3 disappeared off the website, as I was told.
Because I've got ChatGPT on right now, and it'll take care of all of your questions. Okay, so anybody want me to? I mean, this is my live right now, and me and Kai, we can answer any question you want right now. Okay, the only thing we're not going to do is insult your intelligence and read it to you. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so you could ask a question if you want. So, all right. I guess if nobody has any questions, features, it's gray. It has a battery that'll get you about 38 minutes.
Yeah. Easy was those numbers.
It's going to cost you about $1,300. Remember when it was $1,200? Well, it still is $1,200 if you buy the one with the small batteries. If you want to buy the one with the man-sized batteries, you're going to have to freaking fork up another couple $100. But anyway, that was the review right there. We did everything that was done with just about every reviewer.
The Mini 4 Pro was DJI RC2 was $959, and Fly Mode combo is $1,100. Was the RC
Possum, good idea. I like it. Why don't you freaking do something special, like different colors? Then we'd have to have different color batteries, and that would be too much for our factories to handle. How about just mix and match batteries? That would be cool. Different colors, maybe colors that make sense with one another, like blacks and grays and orange.
Warren, we're having an advanced stream tonight. You actually have to be able to read.
I didn't realize I'd be forced to read the line.
Warren, this is what happens when a teacher goes through with that one. Okay. And instead of, telling you stuff, he'll just make you read it.
Michael wants to buy my Flywoo Explorer. I'll make you a sweet deal on it.
Is that the original Explorer or the 03 Explorer?
It's the original.
The Vista Explorer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since I flew
right now, hold off on buying freaking goggles, any goggles at this point. Walksnail's coming out with some new. DJI is coming out with some new. And HG0, well, quite honest, I can see HG0 replace an analog in the long term. Because, with them, the way he does it, there's going to be different manufacturers making his VTXs. That competition between manufacturers is going to, push on the prices. HG0 is going to be the new analog. 03 right now is too expensive for what it is for me. So I'm sticking with the Walksnail, and when the new goggles are coming out, I'm fairly certain I'm going to order those. So, and they're coming out next month. We don't have a date yet. We just have a teaser saying something is coming.
Yeah, this is the year. This is the time, from winter all the way through spring, we're going to be teased about stuff that's coming with the FPV stuff. Everybody's going to be coming out with something different and new, and everybody's trying to figure out the market. And I think the only company that really has the market kind of, even though they're doing a lot of mimicry, is the iFlight. I just made a kind of an if statement. I said, I like iFlight. I like the Defender series, but it's so freaking expensive. I mean, frick. I love those. I love the designs. I like the batteries. I think the batteries aren't too expensive, but to get into one,
$20 a piece. The batteries are actually affordable on that thing.
Well, I think you can put regular batteries on there. I think they're XT30s.
You can put regular batteries on it too, but
yeah, you can. Yeah, so that's a good thing. So you can get by with the XT30 of your choice. But two of them, me and Kai were looking at them. Two of them have props that are press on, and I hate that. That's a big time freaking turnoff.
For a 40 mil quad to have press on props is not that unusual.
Right, for the 16, right?
Yeah.
But for the 25, I mean,
well, the 25 has bolt-ons.
Oh, right. The 25 it's the 20 that doesn't. So the 20 and the 16
the
are
2
press
inch,
on.
which is what, 55 mil, 56 mil, whatever that comes out.
Then you got to pay $400 for that thing. I mean, the Defender 25 is $540, and then it's almost $600. If you get a anything with the right, with the protocol that you want. it's so tempting. I really want to fly the 16 because it's little. I want to fly. I've got all the gear to fly it.
Here's you the there you go.
The Cine 8.
Yeah. And you can get it in HD.
Do they have the 03 setup
They
on
don't
it?
have it as an 03.
It's got to be walk snail, of course. Well, yeah, you can fly it less expensive. You just have to get it walk snail.
There, that's what's batteries and everything. And I actually bought mine for like without the batteries. Let's see, no batteries. Right there. $277.
All right. Okay, back to my rant. Okay, I've got a rant coming.
Oh, watch
Okay,
that.
so let's say I'm all in on the 16. I'm going to deal with the press on props. Okay. What am I going to do in freaking 3 weeks when I'm bored of it already? I'm now stuck.
What do you usually do? List on eBay and buy something new.
Freaking, is somebody going to buy that? I mean, crap. You can't get rid of those. Maybe somebody would buy those. I don't know. I just don't. I like to fly different things all the time. I don't want to have a wall full of freaking quads that I don't fly. I'm not that guy. I really don't.
I have a wall full of quads. Oh, they're all in the box right now. But
I've got the ones that I like. The Flywoo is just something that you can always grab and throw up and put in the air. I mean, I had that little 3-inch. That thing's not worth selling because
if you ever sent me Mr. Croc, then you have that to fly again too.
I got to get Mr. Croc. I'd fly. That's a big bird. That's the freaking that's like having a 7-inch. You just every once in a while you just take it out and same idea.
Yeah.
But I love the idea like you were talking about, where you get it's a boring day, it's you got nothing else to do. You just want to fly it around your house. So, you take it up and you just buzz around your yard, kind of like X-Jet did the other day, a while ago. He was just trying to prove a point and he was just flying around his yard and he was like, he's always trying to freaking ruffle feathers, but flying in and out your window, out your door. That's the fun of that. And there's a lot of the 16 inchers, the smaller, the 1.6 inch, I mean, smaller. I'll give you $50. Yeah, exactly. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to freaking be done with it. I'm going to be sitting with a $500 freaking bird that somebody's going to give you $200 for. I couldn't even get rid of it for half price. Maybe. I think I got rid of I did get rid of the rocket for, I think it was $350. I got rid of the rocket for.
Yeah.
But that sucker was super popular at the time.
It's right now, you're not selling anything. I hate to tell you that. If Michael actually offers you money for the for the Explorer, you might want to take him up on it.
I'd give him a really good deal too at this point. Pay for shipping, send it out there for $150.
That's more. Be careful what you're offering because it's going to Canada and
shiz.
Yeah. Unless Michael can phony up a U.S. address to mail it to, and he can come pick it up or something. I don't know how close to the border he is.
I think he's out in Montreal, isn't he?
I forgot where he was at. But
then eBay.
Shipping into Canada can be tricky, as I found out with Jim. So.
eBay robs you. eBay would rob you. You ended up making $75. And sometimes for certain things, eBay, you got to think of eBay as being a yard sale. You really got to take it in the shorts. He's an hour and a half from the border. The border.
No, that's Jim, and Michael is in Montreal.
Oh. Montreal. But anyway, if you go and buy that, you're just going to be you're going to be in it, and then you're going to, hopefully you don't break the frame. I'm sure I'm sure it has some, it's weak. I mean, the heavier version, the 3.5, when that first came out. But I think, can't you get a hold of the 3.5 for the same price? Isn't it like you almost need to buy the big one at that point, because it's detrimental to buy the smaller ones, because you're going to pay almost the same damn price. Same flight controller, same, motor costs are the same. Your antennas are going to be the same, all that stuff. You're basically buying a bigger frame or a smaller frame. And then of course, the O3 unit is the same. And like you're saying, that's where the big problem is the O3 is so expensive that it drives that price up $100 more in just about every product, where Walk Snail can drop it down because they're not asking an arm and a leg for their naked unit, their smaller unit. But that's coming. I know there's going to be a battle that's going to go on. I don't know if DJI is going to want to fight that battle, the low cost battle there, but they can win it. They've done it with the mini drones. They've literally
they can win it, but they have to come up with a cheaper VTX.
Right.
Whatever that might look like.
Right. Who knows? Yeah.
We'll be going back to the air unit, but the original air unit, the OG air unit.
Yeah, I don't want to recording. I want iFlight to survive. I really do. But right now they're surviving on, they're playing off of the DJI. Does iFlight have a Walk Snail version of the Defender?
I don't know that they do.
I didn't look. I'm almost sure they do. But I really do like the whole concept. I think it's cool. They're going with the modular concept. Like DJI, they're going with the modular batteries. They're bringing the cost of that down, which is definitely a buying point. Once people start spending $20 for batteries, they don't whine as much, especially when you can still pop in it's a non-proprietary battery you can stick in on that.
Yeah, but I mean, look at this, by the time here's your Defender 20,
right?
What's the goggles and controller and everything,
right? The whole shebang.
You might as well buy an Avata.
Right. You're basically, assuming you want the flight characteristics of the Avata. That's the thing is I like the fly the Avata, but the flight characteristics of it, when you put it in manual, are, they're heavy flight characteristics. So to get into the Defender, it's lighter. I did see Captain Drone fly the P16 or I call it the P16, the Defender 16. And I did like watching that. I watched those. That's, if you're going to ask me what I've been watching the last couple of days, those are the videos I've been watching. The 25 is just $40 more. And then you get you're wearing the goggles, and then you get the controller there, which will allow you to go
goggle. So that's a cheaper goggle. So now we have to compare that to the
right. Those Avata. Are okay. Those goggles. You throw the better skirt on those goggles, and they're fine. I almost wished I would have put that other skirt on those, which I didn't do. I just saved the ones with the better, the.
So here, the Avata Explorer combo, that's the one with the Integra goggles, right?
Right.
Yeah. That is, $100 more. But then again, you have the batteries. I bought the batteries, $129 for the Defender batteries. What, $23?
So you can, yeah, you can get the Commando 16 there without the goggles. And that'll give you the controller, which nobody, you know.
But yeah, you can.
Am I being too hard on the 16? I mean, is there a solution for the props to keep them from flying off? I mean, almost all press-ons will fly off eventually. I've been told that you could stick, you can stick super glue on them.
I wouldn't stick super glue on them. Maybe a little bead of freaking Teflon tape, but I would not stick freaking super glue on them.
You wouldn't do that?
No, the glue itself will deteriorate the damn plastic. So, and
is there something, a coating that'll give it a little bit more?
The little tiny whoops I have, the 2 beta FPV tiny whoops I have, they're both press on props, and I've never had a problem with props coming off either one of those.
Well, the problem is Captain Drone is kind of whack job, as much as we love him. And he's like, oh my God, my props are flying all over the place. And, I don't know what to do with these props. I'm like, we need somebody that is going to fly it with some confidence, not, tell us about how much the props fly off all the time. That's all I got from his review. I said, okay, this thing takes really fun video. It's easy to fly. He didn't do anything with it. He didn't do any freestyle with it. He just, kind of low cruised it.
They're not meant for freestyle.
You can do a little bit. It's light. It weighs nothing.
The 16 has a 2S battery in it, for crying out loud. You're not going to do a whole lot. Not with everything you got on that thing.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just not a small drone guy. Maybe I'm still a 3-inch, a 3-inch guy.
You need to fly some of my little sub 250 4-inch and 3.5-inch quads that I built here.
I love the.
I wish you had the freaking walk snail goggles. I would send you one to play with for a week or two.
A 3-incher with the sweetest battery possible, meaning not too heavy, where it takes away its flight, the flight dynamics, where you can still get a little freestyle out of it. I'm not the greatest freestyle pilot, but I like when you can fly something like that and you get some airtime, and then you can get upside down and you're still keeping your altitude. It's not dropping like a rock. That's fun. That gives you like the mental acuity where you'll go, okay, I'm upside down and we're not dropping fast. I can recover from, from stuff, from loops and things, so. My wife says I'm a 3-inch guy too. Is she listening? It's like, yeah, honey, you're a 3-inch guy too. That's Canada for you. His wife's sitting in the back of the room listening to the stream, ripping on him. But I do like the whole thing iFlight's doing. I like their packages. I like that they're doing complete kits, so people can go in that have not flown before and just get in there and rip it. So if you look at the whole kit, so say you want to get into the Defender 25, it's a 4S, batteries are reasonable. Then you get your little radio. What is that? The radio, what's it called? That radio that they're selling.
The Defender?
Defender, yeah. Is that
they get the little Commando ELRS?
Commando toy. Yeah. And then of course you get the Integras. And then you just take go to order with your iFlight kit the Integra skirt, just get the better fitting skirt and bang, you're good. So that's 1142.
Well, that Commando, I don't know that I would go with the Commando 8. I like the little pocket radio. Matter of
Yeah, there
fact,
you go. Yeah, you
that
can
that
use the
little
pocket.
that little
I don't think
pocket one, I used that on the computer on the sim after the live stream last week.
you should demo
It
that
it
sometime.
it does well. It works well for a sim. I mean,
You should
for
demo that,
somebody
Kyle.
who's wanting to start out was FPV, buy that little pocket, get yourself a simulator, and just rip it on the simulator.
You should set up 2 cameras in your during your stream. Get it. Let's add a, and then put one on your controller. There you
You mean
go.
like that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. There you go. And then for your controller, and then rip it on your screen. That'd be fun to watch. I would like to see it where you set up your controller and stuff. People would like to see that thing in operation. But yeah, I like the whole idea of the kits that they're selling. I think that's, if you're going to teach somebody something, you got everything you need to fly. It's, to me, that's what I needed to start. If I could have started with like a Nevada like kit, I would have had a lot faster switch. So for what a lot of people are buying the Mini for right now, they could buy a complete kit with a Defender 16 or a Defender 25. And they could be up and flying, just like, the dinglings that are flying the freaking the Minis right now.
Well, toothpicks. Yeah, toothpick quads are fun because they're like they're light, they're cheap, they're nimble. You got to deal with the props in view, but they're fun.
But every one of them's analog right now. Do they make you? I guess you could do an HD with a walk snail, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can do them and walks now. Matter of fact, the new walks now VTX would be the bomb for a toothpick. It does weigh a little more now, but it has the heat sink on there now, so you don't have to worry about burning up the VTX just because you crashed.
I'm thinking if Caddx comes out with we don't know, but a lot of people there's a lot of rumors of the combo kit for the goggles.
Well,
If you can fly both analog, I know people are already do it. I mean, that's not, I know you're saying that you just get a module and bang, you're in. Okay. So say these new goggles that come out have a simple way or a simple module for a quick, just an added cost of going analog. I think there's a lot of folks that would jump on board that goggle train.
well, here's the new one, the Walksnail Avatar HD Nano V3,
Yeah.
$110.
$100. Does that come
Well,
with it comes with the
it's
antenna?
109. It's $109
With the antenna.
with antenna, with the camera, and this whole kit. Okay,
I mean,
puts out 500 milliwatt of power, which for a toothpick, that's all you really need.
So 3S
Weighs 18.5 grams, has 32 gig onboard storage, and you're only recording in 1080p. So you get plenty of recording time.
Right.
And here it records 1080p at 60 frames per second, which that's nothing to shake a stick at. Camera is a 4x3 native sensor. You can switch it to 16:9. I fly 16:9, but a lot of the toothpicks guys prefer the 4x3 taller format. So, but yeah, this is the latest they come up with. And on walks now, all the cameras interchange. So if you're not worried about weight, you can stick the HD Pro camera on this and save yourself a little weight instead of going with the full blown which has a much larger heat sink. So they've done some stuff with voltage where the voltage requirement is not as bad either. These go from 3.1 to 13 volt. So they can go onto your flight controller back. So there is a case to be made for these things. And I'm still wondering why I haven't ordered one yet. But I've been trying to be good. And while I was on my move and shit, I really didn't have time to build anything.
So toothpick is considered about what size?
Toothpicks are usually 3-inch quads.
Or less. So these micros on Flywoo would be considered a toothpick.
Toothpick is more like the shape of it.
Right. I've seen a little.
They call it toothpick because they usually have long, skinny arms.
Right. And I'm looking at Flywoo. Flywoo used to be the king. They used to be the king of, and they just didn't evolve fast.
Well, Flywoo's gone more to the micros.
Right.
You know, they're getting bigger on the 1S, 2S,
Right.
little micros. Which from a business point, you can't blame them because they're staying under the 250.
Right. And they're also, the prices are staying close to 250.
Yeah.
I'm looking at their prices right now. You can get a nano hex for.
And I just saw this thing on Matt's Tech. He's got one for review. But this thing here looks pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, is that a Flywoo?
That's a Flywoo.
Yeah, with the I did see that.
That's at 85. This is an analog, but
yeah, the 85 that in the analog is under $200.
Yeah.
So
here's
I mean,
here's the HD0 version. But this is a picture of freaking 03 camera on it. So
right, and that'll eventually happen.
They're taking freaking liberties again.
Yeah, once they stick the 03 camera on, it jumps to almost $400. I mean, instantly, and that's where DJI needs to fix their shiz.
03, $400. Cha-ching.
Right, that's what I'm looking at right now. The 85 HD 03 2S. I guess that kind of solves the problem. It gets you get that price down, and then you use your own batteries, and then you're still 03. So you do get 4K footage. Is that the naked 03 that's on there?
They have a naked 03 version, yes.
I just wanted to see if that was the.
Whereas 03 Lite is what they call it. It's not completely naked, but it still has the SD card on it.
Right.
But we're still talking $400 for the damn thing.
My favorite is exactly. It's $386 right now with his $400 basically. This has got the Go 3 on it. I don't know why you'd put a Go 3 on there when you have the 03 footage already. This one has also got a GPS too. So the 85 is 2S and it has a GPS on. I don't know why you need a GPS. I guess you would. You could take it out.
They offer it as an option.
Okay. I forget about this. Every time you think of GPS at this point, we're always thinking long range return. And actually what's actually happening is the GPSs are getting where people are going to have short range return, meaning that you can have an auto land function very soon. It's not going to be too long where you're going to be able to fly analog or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you'll just go auto return. It'll come back and drop in your hand.
The GPS units are getting really good now, and they're getting a high satellite count, Matter of
Very
fact,
accurate.
I need to replace. I have the Flyvu GPS on the IH3 that I built. I'm going to replace that with the Walksnail one, which also has a built-in compass. And I've been having more luck with the Walksnail GPS than with the Flyvu GPS.
Possum was saying that he still flies his rocket with the 2.3-inch props.
Yeah.
I sometimes regret that I took the prop guards off, just for the fact that the prop guards were kind of not cool, you know, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to take them off because they aren't cool. But now it's like, we want the prop guards. It's kind of like, you know, it's added protection. You don't have to go through as many props. I mean, it's simple. The only thing I didn't like about the prop guards is the rocket is a little bit heavy, and the material they made the prop guards out of was very brittle. So when I'd hit anything, they break. But I didn't have a 3D printer at the time. Now I could just 3D print my own freaking prop guards. But back then it wasn't a very cool idea. You know, it was like, all right, you know, I'm just going to take them off and put the biggest props I can on, you know, that won't hit the side of but it's going to be an interesting winter. So
here are some examples of toothpicks.
Toothpick, yeah.
You got the Sanchez Air here. That's you see how skinny the arms are on this
Right.
thing.
Very light.
That's why they're referred to as toothpicks. Here is Chris Rosser's take on a toothpick.
Well, Chris Rosser can freaking Rosser himself. I'm not too friendly with that gentleman. He might be a genius, but I hated his freaking frame. Now I got to live with it.
Well, but you see how skinny those arms are, and that's why they call them toothpicks, because the arms look like they're freaking toothpicks.
And small enough to be able to shove a really lightweight VTX in there.
Yep.
And so you can still have digital.
Yeah, there's all sorts of options to go digital, but you have to go Walksnail, because Walksnail is the only one that makes a decent one as board these. HD0 is picking up on that though.
By the way, if you wanted to put a GPS in your Flywu, it goes up to 430 with ELRS. If you have them do it, if you do it yourself, you can obviously do it for cheaper.
Yeah,
you can, you know, get your own, you know, M10 nano GPS and put it in there, and then you get your own ELRS receiver. I'd have to spend the extra $30.
But you might as well spend the $30, because by the time you threw 3D printing the holder for it and taking the thing apart to put the damn thing in there, you spent more than $30.
That's a nice little model, though. That is a very nice model. And then this is kind of cool too. They've got their little here. Let me put this up here. It's kind of cool. I like this. Got nothing fancy here. I just want to share this really quick, but this is just the right there, so you can, you know, check it out, and you can see where you get your card in right there.
Yeah.
So you got easy access to the unit. Everything is kind of put where, you know, where it can easily get to there. So it's 2 levels, and then you've got your flight controller in there. And then you've got your O3 mount. So really, and then you've got the LEDs too. So little sideways battery strap. So then you've got, there's your antennas out the back right there. So it's kind of, you know, it's very, very like very light, and, you know, probably break in 2 seconds, but. And then you also have those press-ons. I can't tell.
They give you an all-up weight on this thing. What's battery and everything?
Is that a press-on? I think That's a press-on prop.
Yep,
Oh,
those are press-ons.
Oh well, that's I'm gonna have to get
But
used
they're
to it. I
2-inch
always
props. That's not a deal breaker.
right, but nice little nice build. Go bigger here. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I love that. Oh man, this is like an engineer's dream right here, huh?
No, that's what we have CAT software for, right?
There, oh, there's your, and then there's our XT30 coming out there. Cool. Very cool.
I'm just
Take a
trying to
look at
see
that
the
camera.
Walksnail version, which
Do they have the walk snail
which
version up here?
VTX do they have on a Walksnail?
Let's see if I can find it. If you want to, if you find it, then I'll take this down here. But that's nice. I like that. An iFlight is LRS Zorro. If you ordered a bundle, we'll bind the goggles radio for you. So they'll sell you the Zorro with it and the DJI goggles. They said they'd bundle it. So you can get the one thing I do miss about the Integras, I really did like the battery strap. That was so handy. I fight a little bit now, but I'm like, I can't have both. But that battery strap was definitely it was a good design. I liked it. It was a very good design.
So this says it has the Mini 1S VTX with heatsink. That must be some in between the 1S and the new V3. Because I never seen the Mini 1S come with the heatsink. That's new. That is new.
Flylands Whoop FPV.
So, but yeah, they got a full size camera on that thing. It's the V2 camera. Was a 9-centimeter cable. That cable is going to be all over the place on this thing.
The Center Race is now, they're about $400, all of them. So you can get pretty much any of those with the DJI camera and then save
Well, the
150
Walkman
bucks.
version I'm looking at here is $300 with ELRS and GPS installed on it. That's $300 flat. That's not bad. 301.49.
And that's the, I don't know what you're looking at here. That's the ELRS. And then let's add, that is the Cine Race 2-inch.
So, yeah, this is not bad. 30. Still a lot of money.
What about, let's see. Got to look at my last look at Gep RC's deal. Gep RC looks like they're in they got some cine, they got some whoops.
Oh, I see Ben T made it. Hey Ben. How are you?
Yep, must be that time. If Ben's here, if Ben's here, we must be getting the end of our stream.
I was trying not to pick on him today.
Well, guys, it's time we got to get going here. So Ben showed up. We'll hang out with Ben for a few minutes. If we go to our regular time, we got 8 minutes, Ben.
And eat more possum is bringing an RV to spin it because the $300 per night hotel rooms are a little too rich for his tasting. And Kelly picked the wrong freaking weekend. Formula One weekend in Austin, all the hotel prices are going through the roof. They're going way through the roof. So, yeah, I got to check on my Airbnb. Hopefully that deal is still on. Because if it's not, I'll be up in a world of hurt.
Let's see. Cine, Dolphin, Freestyle Racing, Long Range. Trying to see what's up with the Long Range series. The crocodiles. I mean, crap, literally you can get a 7-inch for what you can get in. Yeah, it just makes no sense to me. Size doesn't matter when it comes to drones at all. It has everything to do with.
That's not what she said.
Yeah, has nothing to do with drones. Nothing to do with it. You can still buy a baby croc.
Yeah, some of them are not, just don't go away.
Yep, you can buy a baby croc with a Vista in it, but you're still going to pay $400 for it. It's a timeless little bird, kind of timeless. And you get it with, you can't get it. Yeah, it's going to have to be plug and play. So you're going to have to fly it with your O3 or your O2 controller. So it's $379. I guess that's as cheap as you're ever going to buy a long range. That's pretty much the standard low cost, low budget.
I want to know, Brent, have you checked in the RV parking spots? Because, well, I mean, we're in Austin. You just pull it in on an overpass and park it. But yeah, it's the cost of these things has gone through the roof. Even if you try to build them. Now, Speedy Bee has released some budget-friendly flight controllers as of late. And they promise they've got all the bugs worked out of the ESCs now. Let's see. Let's see if that's the truth or not. What are you sharing that?
Blast from the past.
Oh, yeah.
Rocket Plus. So you get yourself an air unit.
Air unit in it.
Yep, it's got the full air unit in it.
You just had the ordinary rocket with the Vista in it.
I know I had the air unit in mine. I did buy it with the air unit. Yeah, I did. Yep, I did. $379. I don't think that price has changed at all. I think it was kind of because they sold it as a package. So you got the V1s and you got you got the big controller, which I still have.
And Chuck's in the house. Kovacs and howdy, feller.
So We're doing a
Yeah,
little.
I got you. I got his air unit out of his rocket. And actually, I done sold that thing too. I'm kind of holding my feet still to see what the new walk snail goggles are going to be like, and see what DJI comes up with next for their new goggles. That Avanox, that new brand name that was registered and was the Chinese, was it FCC or whatever it is? I don't even know that that's going to be a FPV system. I'm wondering if that is something more like a tracking software for remote ID. So,
All right.
Shrinky Dick Chuck. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Dink. I'm sorry. Dink. Shrinky Dink.
Shrinky dink. Does anybody need, we already talked about this. So any of you guys feel bad. I got something I can show you so you can maybe feel a little bit better about your purchase if you made one. Here, I'm going to, just so some of you guys, this is just for you guys that need some little extra support. I'm suggesting a channel right now. You're going to learn all kinds of crap right here. So if you got it, if you want to go right there, right, that's your guy. Okay. If you want to know anything that's in the manual, he'll tell you. Okay. So I'm just worried about you guys that are got a purchase coming and you're like, oh my God, what do I do with this Mini 4 because I don't know how to fly it? This is your guy right here. So
it is. I don't know. They should have not named this thing the Mini 4 Pro. They should have named this the Mini 3 Plus or something.
All right, he's taking too much of my freaking airtime.
They should not have named it the Mini 4. I think Mini 3 Plus would have been the more appropriate name for that thing.
Mini 3 No, because they got to leave room, Kai.
Got to leave room for what?
Well, the Mini 4 SE.
We're still on half the Mini 3 SE.
Well, you got to have the Mini 3 standard first. The Mini, we
have the Mini 3 standard. There is a Mini 3.
Right. There is not a, hey, believe me, the Mini 3 SE is coming. Oh, it's coming. Know how to fly my Mini 4 coming. I just wanted to give you, DM Productions, if you have any problems, he'll help you out.
So, and Michael, Texart Strong guys here. Howdy,
OS4 is so unnecessary.
OcuSync 4. Well, it's necessary for everybody to upgrade their stuff again.
If you can't fly the Mini 1 up the Red Mountain, then you shouldn't be flying one.
Well, again, I'm going to be old school. I'm sticking with my Air 2S, and if I need some sub 250, I'm going to be looking at the Mini 3. And I'm sure there's Mini 3 Pros coming out on the secondary market, because everybody wants to upgrade.
The Mini 3 Pro is definitely worth a buy if you can get it. The Pro is a good one. The have the sensors is good. I think they were helpful. When I was flying it in close proximity.
Mini 3 Pro's got the.
You got the good controller. You got the nice little controller.
Well, I've got the RC Pro controller. That's why I'm
right. Then you fly it with that. Yeah, you fly it with your RC Pro and you're great, man. You're golden. You can fly that thing forever. You'll probably get, my biggest problem with the Mini 3 Pro was the fact that I had a lot of breakup. And when the Air 3 came out and fixed, they fixed the controller issues and the links, it's going to have the same kind of, my belief is that the 04 is going to have the same performance as the 03 or the Air 3. So as far as your stability in your 1080p feed.
No, the Mini 3 Pro has the N1 over 1.3 inch sensor on it. It's the same sensor in the
same sensor, yeah. I'm just talking about the VTX on it, that when you turned, it was I think at 13,000 feet you're starting to get breakup already. I mean, I was basically in the middle of just total nothing, and I was getting breakup. So I was not impressed with that at all.
Let's have a reminder about VLOS.
Well, somebody's got to take one for the team, and then you've got the issue of, if say you're in a lot of Wi-Fi interference, now you're down to 5,000 feet, which is where you should be anyway. If I'm sitting in the city, I ain't going anywhere outside of that 5,000 foot circle.
Maybe I'm sitting.
My eyes are really good.
I don't even want to go 5,000 feet.
Well, I got exceptional eyes, and you gotta have, and then you put a strobe on there, and you can see it for a freaking couple of statuette miles.
Yeah. But when you put the strobe on it, you over the freaking weight again. Then you gotta also have remote ID.
Kai's the guy that comes to your party and fucks it all up.
Hey, I'm good at it.
It was fun. I'm sorry I swore on your channel.
Yeah, well, that's a first.
But yeah, what's it? Covaxian? Did he buy one? Did Jim buy one? Who you guys are admitting to buy the 4? Let's see.
Jim is.
Covaxian. Covaxian did, I think.
No, Covaxian did not.
He didn't. Did Jim do it? Let's see. I think Jim maybe. Jim did it. Yeah,
Jim did.
All right, Jim. We're going to be looking for a review from you.
He's been putting out quite a bit of content lately too.
Well, he's going to be giving us a review of the 04. I'm thinking about doing a freaking Defender 16 review. Really seriously. It's just I just don't want to. I'm so cheap. Ugh. It just hurts so much.
Jim, of course, they had to change the camera just enough to where the ND filters don't work. I mean, there's a whole different set of companies that need to make their money too. You can't just, I'm sure there's already plenty of people upset that you use the same batteries on the 4 than you have in the 3. So DJI money grab? Come on, Chuck.
Yeah, tell us something we don't know already. Like, tell us some specs from the 04, the Mini 4. Give us a spec review.
DJI doing a money grab? No. Don't tell me.
I can feel DJI sometimes in my pants, and when I'm just sitting there. Is that weird? That is weird.
Yeah. No. I don't see anything on the 4 that I need to have. The only thing I did see was that limit to 400 feet in your settings, and you couldn't go above it or disable that. But this is for the European units. I have not had a unit here where we could see it. So, and if it is, then the Europeans are going to do the FCC hack on their units so they can get above mountains again. So,
frick. I mean, I'm still looking at this Defender 16. Okay, you buy the iFlight, you buy the Defender, you buy you get the ELRS installed, you get 4 batteries, okay, and then you still have to buy the charger, so that's another $30.
well, unless you already have the Mini 3, then you can just reuse all that.
So yeah, you got to pay another $30 for the charger, so you're already almost $500, and then you have to add a charger on that. So when you get taxed and everything, you come back with $600 for the 16. Damn. But you could just keep flying with it. If you got the charger, you can freaking fly all their quads and stuff. And don't tell me they don't give you a battery when you buy the damn thing. You got to at least one.
I'm pretty sure one battery comes
With the thing. But you have no way of charging it unless you buy the freaking charger. Does it have a Type C charger? What is that? I'm looking at the charger here. It looks like a Type C charger.
High power bricks.
Okay, so it does have it. So you don't. Okay, so it's not a. I see what's going on there. So it is a power brick. So you don't need that. I've got a high power brick at home. So you all right.
Yeah,
so
I got a couple of them by now. My daughter really started to appreciate those. They're
nice.
Well, her husband ended up in the hospital over the weekend, and she's like, "I need a charger." So I brought her the high power brick.
Yeah, like 100-watt one?
It's 65. The 100-watt ones are too freaking expensive, but these little 65s.
Yeah, I got one of those.
They're the shit. Oh, it's taco time. Tacos.
Time to eat.
Tacos.
It's taco day.
I want tacos. So.
Alrighty, that's the call.
That's the call. That's the call that we've been waiting for. It is time to give it up for tonight.
There was a lot of good stuff.
Hopefully by the next stream, I have my camera mounted on the wall, and it's not doing that shaky stuff anymore. Like I'm having a freaking earthquake over here.
Would you do mount it to an arm?
Well, it's on an arm. So the two monitors
shelf,
the two monitors are mounted to a single arm, and they had a plastic cap in the top. So I reprinted a plastic cap and was a hole in the middle, so I can put a arm in there for the time being. So, but I'm gonna have to put a shelf on the wall and then clip my camera to the shelf again.
Right, that's right.
Like I had it before. Then when I bump the table, not everything goes shaking. Like, yeah, no.
I have two. Like if I shake that one, you can see that's Jello, but my hands don't touch that one. I've got an L with my two tables.
Yep.
So the one I touch all the time is not connected to the mic or the camera. So I got bright. I got smart that I'm not. Because then I would be Jello.
He learned something when he came to my house.
Yeah, it took me a while. It took me a while to figure that out. Mounting thing, but
yeah.
I gotta go. But here's another. Let me see if I can find that little. There's actually two things I'd like to show you really quick. Hold on here. Let me see if I can. Here we go. Two important things, but we're gonna leave on. Okay. So let me show you these. So let's go to that.
And
all right.
now I'm not going to be held responsible for whatever he's putting on there. Now.
Okay, now it's okay. First one's right here. This is another leak of the Pocket 3 right there. So there's another leak of the Pocket 3. I thought everybody'd like to see that. Okay.
That looks
I don't
Photoshop.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. Now, this one's even more important, Kai. Yep. Oak Island is back.
What did they find? What did they find this time?
This is a teaser for the next season. I think it's season 11 or some shiz.
We're all going to have a season 11 now. I haven't made it past season 9 yet. I don't think.
Maybe it's 9 or 10. I have no idea. But yep, they're looking at something. It's probably gold. I can tell. Look at that.
They found another horseshoe.
they're look at. You know when your son is making that fake smile, that they're like, he's going, oh my God, this is just the same as all the other 9 seasons. And he's going, holy crap, I can't believe I got roped into another season. And of course, Marty is like,
so that's what she looks like when she's naked.
Oh, anyway, we're out of here. I'm out of here. Who are those 3 guys? What the heck? If you don't know, then we won't let you in on the Oak Island mystery.
Yeah. It's Oak Island.
Oh, yes, it's just Oak Island. Oh, of course. Did you get the leak? Did I show you this leak? I better get going.
What leak is that?
Right there, the Mini 4 SE or the DJI FPV.
Yeah, that looks, yeah.
Oh, yes. Don't tell me where I found that one.
That's gonna be the Chinese knockoff on the Mini 4.
Oh, my Lord.
All right, yeah.
Enough of that.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Same place, same time, 5:30
Yes.
Central. Whatever that
Month,
translates to in Canadian.
Yes.
Or Mountain Time, or Eastern, or whatever time zone you're in, 5:30 Central, right here.
We're out of here.
Any more words of wisdom, Mr. Random?
No, but we finally we've got what we wanted. We got tons of products moving, but it's all so damn expensive.
Yeah, and if you could hit that like button on the way out, please, I'd appreciate it.
And we do accept donations.
Yeah, we do. We accept anything. We're quite liberal on this stream.
That's right.
All right. You got money, burn a hole in your pocket. No, I'll help you save your pocket. Just send it to me.
I got 2 e-bikes burning a hole in my garage right now.
This is a Patreon free stream, so I don't have to make an advertisement for Patreon. Discord has been shut down too. So it's just, find me on Facebook.
There you go.
There you go.
We'll see you. Have a good one.
Y'all take care, and we'll see you next week. Where's that outro thingy? There we go.